This is what most of the world pictures when they think of this city. It isn't his Hong Kong. It felt like being in a prison, but I could free myself because I wasn't allowed to, he says.
Trafficking is a very hidden issue.
He didn't exactly fall through the cracks in the system. Human rights attorney Patricia Ho argues here there is no system.
It's strange when you say that.
It is so shocking.
Hong Kong has no specific laws criminalizing forced labor or human trafficking.
Even Pakistan, the Philippines, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, they all have human trafficking and forced labor laws.
She and this Pakistan man are fighting to change that. My bosses treated me worse than it was physical torture, mental torture. I would work 24 hours a day, he says. We aren't showing his face because he lives in fear of retaliation. He told Hong Kong court he was brought here from his province Punjab by another Pakistani family with the promise of work and that they kept his paperwork and didn't pay him. He's 4 years in this busy Hong Kong neighborhood, forced to live, eat, work, and sleep in a cell phone store where he says he was sometimes beaten and abused. Then his boss sent him back to Pakistan, stop him, he thinks, from going after his money. He snuck back in by boat. Even after I came back to Hong Kong, all I was asking for was my wages. I went to several government departments, but no one would listen. The judge concluded his claims were overlooked by the police, the immigration department, and the labor department, while he says faced threats to his own life and his family.
And throughout all of this, nobody has asked him or considered the fact that perhaps he was actually a victim of trafficking.
The 150-page High Court decision in his case is the first ruling that could change that. He was left floundering in a system in which concern for victims of human trafficking of forced labor is mainly a rhetorical maneuver, the judge writes. This was clearly the fault of the system because of the lack of any effective framework or set of measures to address human trafficking or labor.
The Hong Kong government argues it doesn't need dedicated anti-trafficking legislation because it says those offenses are already covered under other laws, but they say they are working to combat the problem with various improvements.
New programs established last year include a pilot program in the police force and the immigration department to identify victims, along with enhanced screening for victims and improved cooperation between departments, ensuring victims know their rights. Ho hopes the ruling will force the government to reconsider and write a law criminalizing trafficking.
You look around the world, New York, London, they all acknowledge that they have serious trafficking problems, and that's when they start taking steps to tackle it.
Steps this man risked everything to fight for. Alexandra Field, CNN, Hong Kong.